Blessings, beautiful being. As always, it is such an honor to be able to connect with you within this divine moment. Thank you for tuning in. So as we all know, we are going through a major paradigm shift, and we are that shift. The conduits in which are streaming higher frequency energies onto Earth. Now with this, there's so many spiritual awakenings happening, and people are being upgraded quantumly, and in result births the extreme necessity and importance to continue to ground yourself. It is so often that starseeds and those who are spiritually awakening shift to a higher frequency and thus feel kind of flighty, like they are not very grounded and embodied here on Earth. And a lot of us even enjoy this feeling and are working more towards this space because that is essentially what is happening as we are building out the higher frequency of consciousness and awareness. And this is good. This is necessary because, again, we are the conduits, the channels who are accessing these higher frequency energies and bringing them here onto Earth. Yet it is also so necessary for us to ground, so that we embody these frequencies and thus express them and emit them into physical form. Because with this ascension, it's not that we are going to a higher dimension and leaving this planet. Earth is our home. Earth is the mother of our physical bodies. Earth has birthed us. We are composed of minerals and crystals and the essence of Mother Gaia. Therefore, a huge aspect of the spiritual journey is really about bringing yourself back into form once you have reached higher frequencies. That is actually how we maintain and sustain this frequency of enlightenment and are able to tangibly experience that which we experience when we awaken consistently here on Earth. Yes, it is possible to consistently experience a higher frequency and thus a more epic reality. However, it's a process, and often spiritual beings experience fluxes where they shift to higher states of consciousness and then they gotta come back down. And it feels like highs and lows, but what's really happening is the integration process is necessary. So the more that you actively and intentionally do things to help yourself ground and stabilize yourself and harmonize your physical frequency with that which you access in the higher states of consciousness, the better you will feel, the more you will continue to experience a higher frequency reality, and you also emanate this, emit this from your body, your being, your aura, so that others can feel it as well, which is also a part of our mission. We are experiencing this, we are awakening, we are enlightening so that others can also do the same. Because this frequency and energy is contagious. It is felt by others. When you access this energy and this source, it becomes amplified and thus accessible even more so to other versions of self. So a few ways that you can ground yourself that aren't like the normal ways. Yes, of course, grounding, which is essentially being barefoot, out on land, putting your feet in the soil, even all parts of your body, into the mud or into leaves, or connecting with trees by hugging them, as well as sun gazing, which is staring at the sun, meditating with the sun, and receiving the solar frequencies in which the sun emits into your body and being, and filling up with more light 30 minutes after sunrise, 30 minutes before sunset. And honestly, if your eyes are strong enough and you repeat this process consistently, you may be able to actually look at the sun at different parts of the day as well, but just like listen to your body and intuitively connect to that. And these two concepts are extremely important and very powerful, yet they're becoming more widely known. And so in this video, I want to share with you a few of the things that you may not even think of that are really powerful and important in grounding your energy and embodying the Earth frequency and also connecting to Earth. Because as we are here consuming Earth, experiencing Earth, living on Earth, it is also so important to also give back energetically, physically, and yes, you should do your best to recycle and not use so much plastic and become more sustainable in your lifestyle. And it's also important to energetically connect with and give back to Earth. And one of the easiest ways is to say prayers for the Earth, to pray with the Earth, to kneel on the ground, to stick your hands into the soil, and say positive affirmations to Earth, to appreciate her, to love her. Perhaps you go through this process and you actually feel like you need to apologize to Earth. Maybe it's not even for your own doings, but the collective's doings or your ancestors' doings or whatever it is that comes through. But you will observe and notice when you actually create a space to connect with Earth and you activate a portal of love with Earth, you will start to receive messages. And so say positive things to Earth, give her gratitude, say your thanks, and give her love for simply existing and allowing for you to exist in this current form. This actually is quantum, and this amplifies and also becomes contagious. You're essentially imprinting that specific area in which you're doing this within with a positive energy. You become a conduit, a pillar of light energy, and you anchor this into that specific land that you were praying on, that you were saying positive, beautiful things onto Earth within, and you can actually help to shift frequencies of specific grids on Earth. You can literally change and transmute the energies of lands if you pray, if you say positive things, if you give thanks and you simply honor Earth and love her for simply existing. And you'll probably also notice by doing this, you just feel good. It feels really good to give Earth love and to feel the frequencies of Earth. You can also give physical offerings to Earth. Maybe it is a fruit, maybe it is food, maybe it is something that you create as an intentional offering to Earth. Or perhaps it is, now this is going to be a weird thing, perhaps it is something from your body. Yes, you can take one of your hairs and give it to Earth. Thank you, Earth, I love you. Thank you for creating me. Thank you for sustaining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing all of this to be here. Thank you for being strong and continuing to work through what the humans have done and are doing. Everyone is getting better. We love you, we love you, we love you. But you can also pee on Earth. Pee or poo on Earth. And now obviously you don't want to do this in a nice garden or someone's yard or something, but if you are out in a rural area, in a jungle or somewhere, going to the bathroom out in Earth is actually a spiritual practice. You feel good, and also your body is made of Earth, and therefore what you alchemize is also made of Earth. So it's kind of like giving back to the source in which you came from. Also wanting to normalize peeing and pooing, going to the bathroom in general. It's so interesting that society has created this weird thing where people hold in their farts or don't want to poo if they're at someone's house, or it's just such an interesting concept to feel guilty or weird or embarrassed for going to the bathroom when literally everyone does it multiple times a day. What a weird concept, making you feel bad for your natural experience in life and actually that which is required for you to be healthy and to function normally. If you're holding in your farts, please stop. Maybe just excuse yourself if you're in a public place and it's rude to do it there. But please allow your body to actually process and move energy through. Because if you hold your energy in and the gas, and it's just so bad for you. So yeah, let's just normalize that, going to the bathroom, peeing, pooing, farting. It's a totally normal thing. And again, if you need to excuse yourself, please do so. That's probably polite if you're in a closed area. Nobody wants that. But not feeling bad for your body's natural rhythms. And ladies, giving your blood, your moon blood, your menstrual blood back to Earth as an offering is also an incredibly spiritual practice. There's a Hopi prophecy that states, when women start giving their blood back to Earth, there will be no more reason for bloodshed. There will be no more reason for war. Meaning that our bodies are of nature, are of Earth essence. Therefore, our blood should be honored as sacred. Most women bleed every month, that's 12 times a year, for multiple days straight, and they don't die. That's a pretty epic thing. That's a powerful thing, and there's a reason for it. Plus, the blood that women release every month is the blood that would have gone to creating a human, would have manifested a human life from spirit, channeled from spirit into physical form, where it's that person didn't exist and now the person exists. And that is created from the blood in which you, if you're not impregnated, are releasing every month. So this blood is incredibly sacred. Menstrual blood also has incredible amounts of stem cells, which are extremely healing as well. So there are multiple things that you can do with your menstrual blood, and I'll create a video on that all on its own. But giving your blood back to earth is honoring your own cycles, just like nature has her cyclical cycles and phases, where she seeds, she blossoms, she dies, and she goes back into the soil and she recreates herself. The seasons are always changing. Our bodies are always changing. The more we connect to this truth, to this essence, the more we honor earth, the more we honor existence, all life, and therefore can start living in harmony with earth. And again, if you're interested, I'll create a separate video on this altogether, but you can do this by using a menstrual cup, or by free bleeding, or by rinsing your panties out in earth. There's so many different ways. But yes, giving your blood, your pee, your poo, the natural things in which your body creates and effortlessly, without you initiating it, releases, giving it back to earth is a very spiritual and powerful thing, especially when done with intention. Utilizing crystals in multiple ways, like imprinting crystals with specific intentions, with love, with prayers, and with blessings, and then burying crystals into the earth, charging the earth with crystals. Or even if you go to sacred sites or just to your backyard and you want to give back to earth, you can take one of your crystals and you can give it back to earth with love. You can bury it, or you can put it in a tree, or do whatever you feel called to return the love and the power and the essence back to earth. And again, with this, you also receive an energetic exchange in return. So it's not that you just like lost your crystal. No, you are connected to that crystal. You are an extension of the crystal, just as you are an extension of earth. And as you do this with love and intention, it amplifies your own energy, as well as Earth's energy. Dancing on earth is extremely powerful. If you've ever heard of like the haka, or even stomping on earth, like tribal dancing on earth, where you are actually intentionally connecting with the earth, maybe even pounding into the earth or like drumming onto the earth, whatever you feel called to do with your own body, creating vibration and rhythmic movement and infusing it into earth is extremely powerful. Maybe caressing flowers, or having an open-eyed meditation by staring at nature. Even just holding divine intentions and love and swimming in oceans, or running through forests, or whatever it is, having an intention of love and gratitude and bliss and being out with nature and earth helps to charge her. Earth is always listening, and your intentions are always felt. So when you intentionally do this, it is powerful beyond belief. The more you do this, you will also notice that you feel a deeper connection and even intuitive telepathy, communication with Earth, where you can feel the wind more tangibly and perhaps even receive messages. You can connect with the fire, with the water, with the rivers, with the rain. And again, even experiencing any of the elements of nature and giving prayers, blessings, and having honor and expressing honor and respect to earth and to the elements is incredibly powerful. And imagine if all of us do this, everyone watching this video and those who you end up connecting with and you come in contact with, they will feel this energy and essence from you even if you don't mention it to them. And if we are to stay consistent in this energy of honor and respect for earth, the more vibrant she becomes, the more vibrant you become, the more connected you become, the more you are protected, the more you are loved, the more you are satisfied while existing here on earth. Because again, it's so normal for us starseeds and cosmic beings and angelic embodiments, earth angels, to feel like we want to go back to the stars, like we want to go to the planets in which our souls originally came from. However, we have chosen and we have been chosen to be humans incarnated during this extremely powerful time. Therefore, if you utilize your energy and your essence to honor divinity in which is taking place, your current form, your physical body, earth, that is honoring your mission, and it will satisfy and satiate your soul more than anything else will. And in fact, everything in result becomes more satisfying and satiating as well. your experiences that you have here, you become more fulfilled, you become more full of love, and it's just more enjoyable. Also honoring your body as a physical expression of earth, as a gift from God, from Goddess, from the universe, from whatever it is that you connect with. Honoring your body as a compilation of stars, of minerals and molecules in which earth is also derived of. Feeding it healthy nutrients, self-massaging it, affirming positive things into your body as well. This is also a version of honoring earth, honoring your earth form. So get creative with this. And again, the power of this connection and experience and activity really can only be tangibly known when you do it and when you feel it. And you will be intuitively guided as to how to further connect with earth in your own way, in a way that resonates with you and is beneficial and in alignment with your personal purpose and mission here as a galactic incarnate here on Earth. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to this video and for even being called to listen to this video. It is definitely a representation of your heart, of the truth, your authentic essence in which you are, your soul. You are a being of love, you are a being of light, and taking time and space to honor this, to honor this, to honor all is your mission. If it's like, what should I be doing? What is my purpose? This is your purpose. And even from this space, creating a ritualistic practice of honoring earth in whatever way you feel called to, whether it is dancing or sun gazing or peeing out in earth or submerging yourself in the soil, whatever it is, as you continue to do this and you repeat these practices, you will observe that your purpose, your mission, what you're actually passionate about will rise to surface. It will become the loudest thing inside of you to where you no longer can question or deny the divinity of your incarnation. You are here for a very specific reason, and we are so grateful to have you here. Earth is so grateful to have you here. Thank you for existing truly. You are so loved and appreciated, and so it is.